Hello and welcome to tip number 6. Today we're going to be talking about giving effective student feedback. So yesterday we talked about how to get student feedback, and this is kind of the other side of the coin. They really go hand in hand, because when we give effective student feedback, we also help students to think about how they want to give effective feedback, and they can develop that competency, which is really important for them when they go out into the workplace. So we can help them in many ways with this. I've got a little sticky note here, so I don't remember what I wanted to say today. The first thing that I want to talk about is that feedback should be timely. And we all know that from our own experience. We don't want to be making the same mistake over and over again without knowing that we're doing it wrong. So if we can get in there in a timely way, not wait for the test, not wait for the assessment to come back and realize, oh no, the student is on the wrong track. We want to make sure that we're giving them feedback in the moment as much as possible. So that's the first one. Also, our feedback should be specific. So just really, you want to pick something that is related to the learning objective, the learning outcome that is expected, or the competency that you're teaching. So you want to make sure that you link it to something that is meaningful for the students and for their performance and success in your class. You also want your feedback to be focused. So you don't have to say everything right now in this one feedback moment. So whether that's written feedback or a conversation. I know when I was starting out in my teaching role that I was a little bit overzealous with feedback. So I thought the more feedback I can give, the better. But actually with feedback, we know now how the brain works is that less is more. Nobody can just take in reams and reams of feedback, and particularly if the feedback is growth-oriented or things that we're not doing well. It's really difficult for us to do that. Well, some of the research talks about 5-to-1 ratio. So in order for somebody to take in feedback, we should be giving 5 positive things to every 1 negative thing. Some people do the sandwich method where they do positive, negative, positive. I don't really recommend that because people tend to remember only the negative thing. What we can do instead is really engage with the students. And I would say if the student is demonstrating something, or they have to perform a task, or show that they've mastered a competency, the first thing that we would want to do is ask them, how did you do? How do you think you did on that? And what do you think you still need to learn or improve on? Sometimes they will already know what they've done wrong. So that would be a great place to start, is to ask them, how did you do? Also get them focusing on what are their strengths? What did they do well? What were they successful in? And really let that land with them so that they can hear it and take it in and feel good about the things that they have mastered, rather than just focusing in on the things that they haven't. Ask them some good questions, and also think about forward-focused feedback. We talked a little bit about this yesterday when we talked about getting our students feedback. Also, when we're talking with our students, we don't want them to dwell in the past about what mistakes they've made or where they didn't get it. We want to focus on what they can do to improve, to learn, to grow, or to master new things. So forward-focused is the last one. So I hope that's helpful. And if you want to have further conversations about effective feedback, this is something that I feel very passionately about, I'm really excited about. Please comment below, ask any questions that you have, and please offer any advice or suggestions from your own experience, because we're all learning in this together. So thanks, and enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for tip number 7. Bye-bye.